Ronda Rousey has a memoir that's out. Did you know?
No, I did not know this, Marcus. Can we talk about Kate Middleton some more?
Fightful Wrestling at Fightful. Ronda Rousey wrote this about Vince McMahon in her memoir, Our Fight. Pay-per-views are held in major cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia, as well as now twice a year in Saudi Arabia, a nation that restricts the rights of women in a way that I'm certain Vince McMahon wishes he could. Shots fired there. She goes on about it. Covalent TV at the Covalent TV speaks more about this. I'm just going to quote this part. NXT was founded by and under the control of Triple H, real name Paul Levesque. In addition to being my in-ring WrestleMania nemesis, he's arguably one of the best professional wrestlers in history and one of the better people on the business side. He's married to Stephanie McMahon, who is the daughter of WWE's Emperor Palpatine, Vince McMahon. Vince took over the company from his father in the early 1980s and spent the better part of 40 years playing a real-world pro wrestling version of Monopoly, buying up and absorbing smaller promotions until he basically owned them all. It's hard to know sometimes where the evil, unethical slimeball character Vince McMahon played out for the camera's ends and the actual questionability, ethical, many times sued and multiple times accused of sexual misconduct Vince McMahon begins. That blurred line between character and reality is a recurring theme within WWE Universe. Wow.
How's he really feel, you think?
Right. Ronda Rousey not one to hold back. What do you make of these comments, especially with all these allegations coming out against Vince McMahon, well, lawsuits coming out against Vince McMahon? Is his legacy, is it tarnished right now, you think? Or is it like completely ruined?
Yeah, it's probably completely ruined. It's like the Bill Cosby now. Like, you can't really. Bill Cosby has done fucking fantastic work. Heathcliff Huxtable, one of the greatest dads in TV history. But you can't really talk about it too much because it's fucking what he did. Mm-hmm. I think we're going down that road with Vince McMahon. Of course, his legacy is tarnished. Of course, there's no coming back from this. There's no more Vince McMahon people in WWE. Apparently, there's nobody. No, not to say no more supporters of him in the TKO. He's not going to be coming back. He's done. He's gone. And what she's saying here isn't her own personal point of view. We've heard that from many people in the past.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's ruined.
Because of this, Ronda Rousey that says she never wants to come back to WWE.
That's the part that makes no fucking sense to me.
Right. I mean, right, because she just talked up glowingly about Triple H. Meanwhile,
this is gone. He's no more feather hands in his pot anymore. Triple H is now in charge. Shawn Michaels in charge of NXT.
It could be the experience is forever tarnished for her. You know, like, you know,
of course, that makes sense.
It's ruined for her. She doesn't want to come back. I can understand that. Ronda Rousey has plenty of other things going on. And honestly, when she came back, she didn't seem really that much into
her comeback sucked.
But it seemed like she was just, it just seemed like I'm here so I don't get fined. That was her attitude. She was finishing up her contract.
But no, she's also madly in love with Dana White, and Dana White's now part of the whole TKO umbrella. So never say never, like we just mentioned. But I think I don't even want her back. If she's gonna have this attitude, I don't want her back.
Well, I mean, like, it seems like she has the rightful reasons to think these things.
Absolutely, but the reason she feels this way is gone. Except for the whole Saudi Arabia thing, which you can't really. They're locked into that, but
yeah, they're locked into that.
That's going to end in what, 3 years now, 4 years now. It's coming up. It's going to come up.
It's coming up. Well, let's see if they renew. Let's see about that. But anywho, like, going to Vince McMahon though, like, the thing is with him, I think it's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. He's not going to be canceled completely. We can't erase Vince McMahon like we have done with Chris Benoit. Because, right, exactly. We can't do that to Vince McMahon. Like, he's the reason. If you're a wrestling fan, he's the reason for all of this right now. Whether you love him, hate him, or you want him to go to hell, like, this is the truth. You know, like, going to Harvey Weinstein, you know, who I think is the biggest scumbag. You know, that he's part of cinematic history. A lot of movies and careers were made because of him. We can't completely cancel or ignore any of that. You know, that's there forever. Vince McMahon's stamp in wrestling, period, not just WWE, all of wrestling. There would be no AEW without WWE, without Vince McMahon. Sorry, Tony. It's just the truth.
I don't think they
Um,
can. I don't think they cancel him.
People
I don't
definitely
think he'll
want to
be
cancel him.
canceled, but you just don't have to talk about him.
Do you think like over time, like we would just completely forget about Vince and that's it? Like I think it's gonna be a
Yeah,
very long time. It's gonna be after our lifetime.
yeah, he'll be forgotten. He'll be in everybody's forgotten. He'll be a footnote in the past. We won't be talking about him. They won't be thinking about him. He'll just be, oh, that guy who revolutionized the business. Oh yeah, that guy.
The dude who created WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy because you know how I feel about him. I'm not a fan of the man right now. I think the actions, everything he's done is deplorable. But like I'm just stating some realistic facts here. The dude, I feel like he cannot be erased in our lifetime. Maybe in future lifetimes, yeah, maybe he'll be exactly what you said, a footnote. But the dude, again, he made wrestling.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this moment to happen on WWE 2K24, WrestleMania Showcase mode. Because I heard there are people trying to boycott, trying to get Vince removed from the game. They're trying to get Brock Lesnar removed from the game. And they're saying that no way they can do that, too late. But in the showcase mode, they show real clips of TV. Amazing job. If you haven't played it yet, check it out. They do a great job over there. But apparently, they're talking about the Charlotte Flair match, Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and the Becky Lynch match. And they blur out his face in the clip. So I'm waiting to get to that point to see if that is that actually true. Was that somebody who was trying to manifest that into the world? Because there's no way you can erase him completely. Everyone fucking knows, but you can erase him from the game like that. That's a huge step going forward.
It's a big step, but we all know who it is. I mean, I don't know. You definitely have to let me know. But like, yeah, I just want to put my 2 cents in on that. Um,
Oh yeah,
Ronda
because
Rousey.
I was starting to think that might be fake because previous WrestleMania 17, Stone Cold versus The Rock, the clips are of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is in the game. He's not blurred out. So why would they blur him out there? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm going off on a
Right, like
tangent here, but
just to wrap it up, he's just so heavily involved.
yeah.
He's like, unlike Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit, like,
Who?
again, like, I'm sorry, buddy, but like, I have to bring him up. Like, yeah, he had a small little run in WWE, but like, it's not as impactful, not as historic as what Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is all throughout. If you go any back in time, you look at the whole Attitude Era, for example. Like, you just can't. Like, people have tried with Hulk Hogan, you really couldn't fully do that either with him. So
Nope, no way.
I mean, again, like you can call him a scumbag. I agree. You could not like their actions, but it's hard to deny what they've done for the industry. You can't completely erase history, unfortunately.